More coffee! 1 second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. Safari is such a stupid thing to say. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor, a coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Huh, not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atne, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off. I heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail. Now, this dude is very suspicious. I've been saying he was suspect number 1 in my opinion because he was there all alone, taking on mask to mask. Like, come on. You've heard correctly. My specialty made monocle is worth more than 100 detective gumshoes. Damn. A detective gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Damn! Why they gotta go hard on... Why they gotta go so ham on Gumshoe, man? He's just doing his job. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it. Gavel! Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. Witness what I witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date change. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mass, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow to my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could even land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. I don't know, I think that was a lie. So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal, and I think I need to save my game before anything happens. I'm definitely going to be taking a lot of precautions here. Because I've already made like 2 mistakes because I was being dumb. I was kind of rushing. That was pretty much why I kind of made those 2 mistakes in the previous part. My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual jutsu. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems to be so proud of his performance that evening. Well, sir, old-timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but what of the king of thieves, the great Master Mass, my arch-enemy. Arch-enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well, proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. What I witnessed. Stare. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mass, dancingly descended upon me. He said it was around 1, and the camera data took a photo around what time again? The warehouse camera went off once around 1 a.m. Just after the date change, okay. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mass, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. My noble head. Blah, blah, blah. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike, and when I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. Wait a minute. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Is there something strange about this? No, let's press it. Attacked and knocked unconscious? And you weren't able to do a thing. That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, sir lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Several times before. Well, actually, yes, by a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out. And you lost your memory too. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. He may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. And then, 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. Let's press them on all accounts. About this 30 minutes, my silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. What? As usual, I have no idea what this guy's even saying. I think he's saying he was out cold. Excuse me. What happened during those 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the ether? What is he going on about? Exactly, Phoenix. There's something suspicious about Detective Atne. How could he have not noticed when the thief came in? Also, when he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. Damn it, I'm getting a phone call. Alright guys, so give me a second. I'm getting a phone call on my cell phone, so I'll give me a second. Alright guys, I am back after the phone call, and we are about to get straight back into more Phoenix Wright gameplay action. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date change. That's when my nemesis, the infamous mastermind, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could even land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Was he really gone? Should we be questioning that? Was he really gone at the time? Let's press him on everything. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask, that's all I could recall. It's not very solid as far as the testimony goes. However, fortunately I have my third monocle, the security camera at the ready. Really? It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. As long as the photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with this photo? Oh, good then. Then let's continue with the testimony. Damn it, I don't know. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. 30 minutes later. Darkness swallowed me before I could even land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Just as I began to turn, darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Oh, wait a minute! I'm so dumb! He said darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike, but there was a struggle, wasn't there? There was a struggle. Maybe I should present this? Cause they just found out that that the damn Master Master's brooch was actually found on the golden statue, right? So I either present the damn Shishishito or the Master's brooch. The found it in the shadow of the Ami face statue. Looks like it was torn off some clothing. So yeah, I mean, Master Mask wouldn't do that to himself, right? So I'm gonna assume there was a struggle because obviously the brooch got torn off. So he said he didn't land a single strike, or he couldn't, you know, land a single strike, and then when he awoke he was gone. Obviously he was able to do something. So let's present this. Alright, good. Okay, we're good. Mr. Atme, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? Ah, this belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Master Mask. It is in point of fact Master Mask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well. Bruh. No. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Aha! We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. And the only person that was on the security duty that night was you, Detective Atne. So look at me, Luke Atne. Look at me! Detective Atne, you must have fought with the thief last night. So why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. Punishable by ass poundings in jail. Wait, just a moment, sir, old-timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. Wait. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many different cases lately. The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much. Gavel. Witness. So you are saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me? Give me a coffee. Save the big questions for the real testimony. Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. Look at me, agree completely. Fight with the thief. Oh, he's about to freaking set himself up for an unblockable. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Atne cannot be so easily discombobulated. I said that word. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed the weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fist, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true, bam! And that's all she wrote. Is that true? So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Master Mask. Correct! It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Oh, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. Oh my god, Judge. That can't be good. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Atne cannot be easily discombobulated. Hold it. What does that mean, discombobulated? Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Discombobulated. I'm trying to define it before someone else defines it. He was not in order. He was not prepared. Alright? Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway? Now that I've forgotten. What was I saying? Jeez, it's better than old people who forget that they were saying 5 minutes ago. It's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Oh my goodness. Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed the weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. Okay, we believe him. A true gentleman fights only with his own fist, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powerlicious? What? Powerlicious? What? I assumed that the Atne fighting stance. The Atne fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. This dude's so into himself. That of course was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask him more about this? Atne fighting style. Let's ask him about this silliness. What is this Atne fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. Huh? That's the Atne fighting style? But didn't he say he got hit in the head from the back? It was very important. If his back was against the wall, how the hell did he get snuck up on and hit from the back? Yes, indeed! I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone at night. Why the heck is that? Why is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Gavel! Now then, witness, we'll go on ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye. Man, obviously we gotta present something here. I'm guessing it's the shishishito. To the back of the head. Well, obviously this is it. Objection, homie! Detective Atme, your testimony is a pile of horse shit. What fun this is, sir lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with the gruesome item here. I'm pretty sure I just read that last sentence incorrectly. From behind, huh? But just now you just testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. Ah! It seems I've made another mistake. No. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong. Whoa, deep ass objection voice. Objection. To err is human, to forgive divine. What? Humans aren't machines, they have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes. That rhyme. No rhyming in the courtroom. It's not as pretty as that. Whoa, really? Now what is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Gavel! Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Atme is no ace detective. This Mr. Atme is a fake. Mr. Atme is Master Mask. The answer is simple. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually Master Mask. Oh my god, get gavel, order in the court. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts of Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe? The entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure? That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at it. No. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are in fact Master Mask. But Mr. Wright, the photo clearly shows Master Mask. The security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor Department Store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate that, that's right. But no one else was around to see him walk in. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed as the thief and stole the urn! So the ace detective is actually an ace thief? Is this true, witness? The Mask's MO is pure genius and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I'm impressed, sir lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting to it? Nick, now's your chance. Now it's time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atme, when you assume the thief's identity, what the? Bruh! Did you just really throw coffee at me? That's illegal! Godot Blend number 102, my personal favorite. Bro! Mr. Godot! The ace detective is actually an ace thief? I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Ray has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Trite? If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. You son of a bitch. Gavel! Well, Mr. Ray, don't just stand there. The poison isn't gonna suck itself out. The proof isn't gonna present itself. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have. Quickly! Oh my god. Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Atne looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this off right now if I can. But can I really do that? I don't think we can. The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Atne is in fact Master Mask is right here, has yet to be found. You know what? It has yet to be found. We can't really... I don't want to go all in. We want to be cautious. It has yet to be found. Proof? Of course, I've got nothing. Ha! Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head high no matter how bad things get after that. Oh boy. Oh boy. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. This is no good. I've got to stay on that attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy's the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let us lose this? So you've come to your senses, have you, sir? Or have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all. Gavel! It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add, then... Who was it this time? What the... Who? Whoa! Mr. Light! That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mrs. Delight, what are you doing here? Nicky boy! The thing you've been looking for? I think I found it. Oh, that bag! You mean... that bag? What's in that bag? What you got in that bag, yo? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well, ooh, he had the damn Ami Faye thing. He had the urn. The sacred urn, Nick. It's the urn. Oh my gosh, she found it. She's the real ace detective. Order, order. You, madame. That urn, when did you find it? You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective, Luke Atne. Oh, Desi, you're the best! Sacred urn updated in the court record. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atne? Even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one. Objection. She could have easily stole that and brought it here. Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Atne was involved? Before casting aspersions at the detective Atne, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree Delight, is that correct? Yes, what about it? Ha! How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to give to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere. Including the office of the good detective here. Oh my god, he's right! Gavel! So you found the urn, what does that even prove? It certainly doesn't prove that where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madame. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to. You're wrong! I would never do such a thing! Mr. Light, please, Nicky boy, you've gotta help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've gotta prove that urn was actually in the Atne detective agency. Test about what I saw. Show fingerprints on the urn. I can't prove anything yet. How about testify? Should we yeah. I don't know. Should we testify? Show fingerprints? Oh, we can have her testify, right? Oh, you know what? Let's go with the fingerprints. That would make sense. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints? Oh, come on now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on, good sir? That would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. Huh. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be able— oh, fuck. I think I fucked up. What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness fingerprints would mean nothing anyway. Nick, what are you gonna do now? I've come too far to turn back now. Atne must have brought the urn back to his office. Mr. Atne, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is important investigation. What's in there? Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kinda hard and smooth. Well, hello there. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just— Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atne's office. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it even more valuable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it was after that. Yesterday at the Atne Detective Agency. Ha! This blend, Godot Blend 107. I've decided it's a little too bitter after all. Oh my god, he made him bitter! Hold it! Hold that bitterness, Godot. I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and— wait a second! Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on that urn. What? What are you saying? I finally broken them down! Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself! Here I am, the tragic clown! This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake! You see, it was me all along! I am the one and only Master Mask! Hope you all enjoyed my little performance! Ooh! Ooh! Damn, this guy is forcing his laugh too much.